What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today we have a lot of sort of cleanup stuff to do with the S5. I'll explain to you guys everything that we're doing, but for starters we need to take the car to go get an oil change because it is time for that. So let's go ahead and do that. Every time I see this yellow wrap, I just re-fall in love. This thing is so sweet. I am absolutely in love with it, guys. Let's get a mean cold start and then we'll be on our way. That is my absolute favorite part about this exhaust. The cold start is just so aggressive and loud, and honestly it's a little obnoxious, but I think it sounds so awesome. So like I said, for starters we need to go get an oil change because my service is due in about 50 miles, so it's about 20 miles to get to the service place, so pretty much right on the money. I would do the oil change myself, but at this point in time I do not have the time to do so, and I have a local mechanic who specializes in European cars, so I'll bring it to him. I won't get hit with those crazy dealership fees and the car will be good to go. Oh, just the best feeling in the world, guys. Okay, now that we are on our way to the mechanic, I can kind of give you guys a rundown on what I want to do in today's video. So, essentially, there's a lot of small things on my car that have been bugging me recently, things that are just not perfect. So, when we get the car back from getting the oil changed, I'm going to clean it very meticulously, make it absolutely perfect. And then we're going to go over all like the little fine details and just fix everything. So, for example, right now, one of my underglow strips isn't working. I'm not sure if it's a cable or if it's the actual strip itself, so we're going to try to diagnose that. That's the big one. And then there's some other things, like there's a couple spots in like my vinyl wrap that are kind of lifting up, so I'm going to see if I can fix those. And I'm sure we'll find some other stuff when we get into it, but today's just going to be basically getting the S5 ready for summer, since here in upstate New York it is the end of March, so I am hopeful that spring has arrived. So we're gonna get the car ready and it will be looking beautiful. Let's go drop the car off and then I will pick up where I left off in about a few hours and we'll go from there. Alright everybody, in the meantime, while the S5 is getting its oil changed, I want to go ahead and clean up the garage because it's kind of a mess right now. So let me show you guys. So this past summer I went and installed these little rubber mats, but they're not necessarily meant for this, and as you guys can see, they're just kind of all over the place and the salt is just kind of getting under them and pretty much ruining them. So I'm honestly just gonna go ahead and take them all up and kind of clean the floor underneath because they're more trouble than they're worth at this point. Anytime I pull a car in here and if I turn the wheel or anything, they all just get ripped up. So I'm gonna take these out. Eventually I want to replace it with something that's kind of more meant for a garage like this. These are kind of just like a workout pad, but they were a lot cheaper, so I went with them. But for now, I'm gonna rip them up and clean up the floor. Alright everybody, now that we have a nice clean garage, this is feeling pretty awesome. Honestly, I don't think this floor has ever been like actually hosed down and cleaned. So it feels good to have it pretty squeaky clean in here. I think what I'm going to do over the summer is I'm going to take everything out of here and actually go ahead and paint the floor with some type of thick like garage paint. And then it'll be looking really nice in here, but those mats were just kind of a pain in the butt and they weren't really working out. And quite honestly, this floor is actually still in really good condition. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks pretty great. The only one spot is right here. It's all kind of chopped up. That's all just from the salt that's on all the cars during the winter time. So nothing we can really do about that, but like I said, summertime I'll try to paint this and it'll be looking awesome. I did end up leaving this little bit at the end there because it's kind of just like where I stand with my workbench. The car won't even go on top of it, so I don't have to worry about it getting messed up, and it's just lighter on my feet when I'm kind of working over there. So I think I'll keep these for a little while. And it is perfect timing because my car is ready, so we're gonna go pick up the S5 it just got some fresh oil, then we'll bring it back here and we'll fix everything we need to fix. I believe really all I need to do is just like a super deep clean, get rid of everything, and then obviously fix my underglow, and then we'll go from there. I don't think there's really much else wrong with it. It's pretty pristine, so we'll go pick up the car and we'll go from there. All right, everybody, we got the S5 back. We're on our way back to the house. And then we will start to kind of go over everything that's wrong with the S5 and go from there. All right, everybody, we are back. It's actually the next day because I ran into a bunch of other things yesterday. So here we are, next day. Car has been oil changed, so we are good to go on that. There's a few other things. I've been looking at the car for like the last 15 minutes trying to figure out all just like the tiny little detail stuff that I want to fix. I know I mentioned earlier in the video that I wanted to try to fix my underglow because this front piece isn't working, but I actually just looked under the car and all the underglow is kind of gunked up really badly. So I'm thinking I might not even fix that just because I'll probably take it off in the near future. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about on that. It's kind of like my underglow is encased in this like aluminum case, and the case is just filled with dirt. So there's not really any way to clean it, any easy way to clean it. So I'll probably just end up leaving that for now and then just take it off, I don't know, come summertime or something. But for now, there's a few things I want to get to, so let's do that. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about with the underglow. So obviously, as you can see, the front is not working and the sides and the back and everything else works. But if I come into the car here, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but if you take a look at this strip, that's supposed to be clear right there. Like you're supposed to see right through to the LEDs. And that is just gunked up, and it's all on the inside, so I can't even really clean it. First order of business, I'm gonna pop the hood and show you guys my intake filter, because as you guys can see, this thing is filthy. It's supposed to be red and it's not, and it's filthy. So I'm gonna pop that off because I'm not sure of the exact size on that. I'll pop it off, take some measurements, write those down, and we're gonna have to rock with this for now. But while I have the hood open, I'll probably clean up the engine bay a little bit, and then we'll move on to the next thing. It honestly pains me to put this thing back in, how dirty it is, because like look at my hands. That shouldn't happen when you touch your intake filter. That's filthy. But we'll have a new one in no time. Let's get this engine bay cleaned up. Alright, we are looking nice and crispy with the engine bay all clean. Well, mostly clean, but I did notice one thing, and it looks like we are missing a clip here. So, just so happens that I have a whole box of these. I think we're just gonna go for one of these little push-in guys, so stick that in there, and beautiful. Not quite as perfect as I'd like it to be, but that is okay. On to our next order of business. This license plate of mine has been bent for a long while, and I always try to bend it back while it's on here, but never fully works, so I'm gonna pop that off, bend it back, and then throw it back on. That looks a little better. Now that we have those things situated, we are looking good. Honestly, not really big deal things, but they do kind of just like put the cherry on top when you're looking at the car and all like the fine details and just everything is super clean. So in terms of the front of the car, we are good to go. I would say even in terms of the whole car, we're good to go. The only thing I have left to do is to do a deep clean in and out because this thing is pretty dirty. I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow though to do that because it's been raining out today and I still have to drive places, so honestly it would defeat the whole point if I cleaned it. So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow on that. I'll show you guys a couple other things and we'll talk about some future things for the S5, some of my future plans, and maybe if you guys have any suggestions, drop a comment down below. You guys really have no idea what's coming for the S5. It's gonna be so awesome. The only other thing that I have to fix that I can't do today is this Audi emblem. If you guys take a closer look,
Yeah, that is not good.
So obviously that's an aftermarket emblem because I bought a black one, so I could have all the blacked out badging. And I guess the double-sided tape that came with it wasn't necessarily rated for outdoor weather and all kinds of stuff like that, which doesn't really make any sense because obviously that's going to be outside and getting hit by the rain. But hey, what can you do? So I'm going to order up a new piece of tape for that because I'm not going to bother trying to cut one out because it never comes out perfect. So I'm going to order up a new one. Whenever that comes in, we'll slap that on and we'll slap our intake filter on and we'll be good to go. I've had this car for a little over a year now, guys, and I have had nothing but love and joy with it. This car is just the absolute most fun daily driver. It looks so beautiful, turns so many heads, this yellow wrap. I'm so happy I pulled the trigger on it. I was gonna go for something more conservative, but I absolutely love the yellow. Regarding the future mods for this car, it is, you guys, like I said, have no idea. I'm so excited. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out a way of telling you guys, giving you guys a little bit of detail, but without telling you guys what I'm doing. I guess what I'll say is that there is no other YouTuber that I know of, and I've looked a lot, that has done what I'm about to do to the S5 to any Audi. They've done it to other cars, but I've never seen someone do it with an Audi, at least on YouTube. So that's all the information I'm going to give you guys. That is not going to be happening until this summer, but still just going to be so ridiculous. You guys better stay tuned to the channel for that because you really don't want to miss out on seeing that. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's video right there. It was just another one of those kind of vlog style videos. No crazy install, obviously, but definitely stay tuned to the channel in the next few weeks. I do have a very big install coming to the channel. I've been trying to figure out if I'm going to do it myself or if I'm going to have a shop do it because it is a pretty intensive install, but nevertheless, I will vlog the whole process for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please smash that like button. Have any questions or comments, let me know down in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much. Peace out.